Welcome to channel 69, and you have Big Hurt with the Ghetto Report.
What's up? Big Hurt back with another edition of the Ghetto Report. We're going to start this Ghetto Report off by giving out some shout outs. We want to shout out Robin Lee. That's the black actress who just had some success with a book she published 10 years ago, and they just made it into a major motion film starring Anne Hathaway called The Idea of You. Shout out to Robin Lee for success with that book that you published 10 years ago. We want to shout out Rhapsody too. Rhapsody, ain't no sexism up here at the Ghetto Report. Ain't no male chauvinism. We definitely see you as one of the female goats in the business. And we recognize that a lot of female MCs don't get the same acclaim as the male counterparts in GOAT status, but we definitely recognize you as being one of the GOATs. So shout out to you. We want to shout out Keke Palmer and Keke's sister L'Oreal. Did y'all know Keke had a sister named L'Oreal? Chanel Palmer? Well, we want to shout out both of them because L'Oreal just published a book called Keep Living, and where she chronicles, some struggles she had in her life, her divorce and some other things. So we want to shout out L'Oreal, and we want to shout out Keke, who got her own book coming, I think in a couple of months, called The Master of Me. So we want to shout out them. So we shouting out black females right now. So that's what we're doing here at the Ghetto Report, and we like to big up our sisters. We want to move right along and talk about Ja Rule. Ja Rule was recently on BET where he gave an interview and talked about his upcoming projects and his albums. Shout out to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Ja Rule, he made his mark in hip hop and we definitely acknowledge him. But there's some things that we were debating here at the Ghetto Report that Ja Rule said during the interview that didn't sit right with us here at the Ghetto Report, where he basically said that we understand that he's matured and he's aged and he's grown, he has a new perspective. But one thing he said, like, if somebody around him commits a crime, he's telling them.
He said, hold up. Wait a minute.
He said that the police come, he advises his people that's with him to tell first before he tells.
Bruh.
Now, we debated that at the Ghetto Report. We thought that, Ja, we understand the sentiments that you're saying. You're saying that you're an elder statesman and you really don't like to put yourself in harm's way and you're matured and you don't want to be around anybody that's committing crime. But you could have said that in a better way. First of all, we think that you could have articulated that better because we don't want you to jump out the window and sound like academics, somebody you want to snitch on everybody in the industry and you hold no secrets, because it almost sounded like that.
Bruh.
So we think that you should, when you taking them stances, being that you're still representing the hood, because you're representing real niggas. You're saying you're representing real niggas. You said in the interview, all I'm around is real niggas. Cream and all, you start name dropping. So in that same vein, you can't say that if the police come, I'm telling you. So
Bruh.
we think that you should rephrase that stuff when you get asked questions like that and try to articulate yourself a little better. We want to talk about Ice-T. He gave one of the best statements we ever heard in an interview, where Ice-T said, sometimes you're in these interviews, right? And an interviewer will ask you a dumbass question. And everybody forgets how dumb the question is once you answer it. So Ice-T was basically saying, you don't have to answer these questions. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody poses a dumbass question to you, you stop and say, listen, that's a stupid question, and refuse to answer it. And move on from there. Because once you answer it, they forget how dumb the question is. They just look at you for the dumb answer. So Ja, take a little heed to what Ice-T said. And moving right along in trolling news, we want to talk about Joe Buttons and his arch enemy TICKTOK, who had their little beef online recently. Let's back up a second. After the Diddy tape came out with Cassie and the beating, everybody wanted Joe Buttons to respond to that. And when he took a little while to respond, they thought that he was dodging the issue because he's had some allegations brought against him in the past. So when he did respond to it, TICKTOK jumped online and basically he tweeted, Cassie got 30 M's and Tahari about to get 3 chopped cheese and 6K and a portable hookah.
Oh, somebody!
So after TICKTOK posted that, Joe responded instantly where he said, you should write a book about it since you have all the time in the world.
Bruh.
So they start going back and forth, throwing barbs at each other. TICKTOK went back online, because TICKTOK's incarcerated right now. He's doing 35 years in prison.
Jesus Christ.
And, he got his people responding to whoever he needed to respond to. So he said, on the next Lifetime movie, Life After Joe Buttons. He said how he should have a Lifetime movie coming out, Life After Joe Buttons. To which Joe responded, it'll be a lifetime before you can watch it. So, they digging the knife in kind of deep right there. So TICKTOK got back on and said, I got a TV and an iPhone, but that was a cute one. So that was TICKTOK's remark back to Joe Buttons. So TICKTOK said, listen, beat your next girl up so we can bunk together and I'll have you wash my socks.
I said, wait a minute, wait a minute.
and we can drop podcasts together. So, you know, they hitting below the belt. But anyway, they did a bunch of more tweets, but we thought it was just funny how, you know, your arch enemy can find a way to get at you no matter where they at. But definitely, TICKTOK ain't letting that go no matter what's going on with him. But this was another edition of the Ghetto Report with Big Hurt. Big Hurt, and I'm out. Yeah, come on. Yo, hit my line. I got you. I know. You ordered twice last time. What's up, yo? It's easy peasy. Yo, listen. We back up and running. You know the New York City Sheriff. What's up? Somebody left some glasses out. Somebody left some. You know what I'm saying? If there's somebody left some glasses, easy got them. But listen, you know the New York City Sheriff, because I ain't no petty thief and I'm not ass first. I don't just pick up stuff that don't belong to me. But anyway, you know, the New York City Sheriff been shutting down all the illegal weed spots and all that. So we back in the projects. Papito and got me running around. Listen, if y'all want to get that weed, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about this dispensary that closed on the corner. We got it in the hood. Just hit my line. We ain't selling no little bags. We ain't got no 10s and 20s. And if you want a bag, these the only bags we got. You know what I'm saying? So these is $250. So listen, we got it back in the hood. It's all good. And you know our stuff always been grade A. Listen, easy and I'm out. Holla at me.
Tell him now, let me tell me.